Red-Gemin-Eyes. Tells you all you need. Because Red Eyes has been through some experimentation through its, I don't know, I want to say career. Kind of a weird way to say it. Its existence. Some of those experiments being a few Gemini monsters, and then a few monsters that have to do with equip cards. But regardless, this deck will be centered upon that Gemini stage. There's 3 of them. They're all in this deck. And there's a particular thing that this deck is good at. And hopefully, it's not good at going second, but hopefully, I can show off just what this deck is good at. It's been a really good start. But maybe let's pass it right over. Or I do have my methods. Let's explain a little bit. This card, Catalyst Field, it's a Chemi-Critter card, but it works as just general Gemini support. All of the Red Eyes Geminis are level 5 or higher, so help greatly by this first attribute to this card. An extra short normal summon. Doesn't hurt as well. And get a destruction effect. Now it's going to be particularly great against this set Eternal Soul. Assuming they can't get away to defend it. Yeah, nothing I can do to stop Dark Magician. Though it looks like standard stuff. I'm just not noticing this. Right hand. First spell card that I activate. Huh. Guess that could be Allure's job. Oh, I don't want them to have that. And this is really gone their way. Yeah, you're still around. Did they set? They did not set Dark Magic. So I can do here. Well, I don't need Catalyst Field right now. And I just drew Red Eyes, and that's not going to be helping me. So I could allure Red Eyes away. Ah, what a decision. No, it's still a Red Eye. Or Catalyst Field. It looks like it has to be negated. Yep, and it's destroyed. So throw out the Red Eyes Insight next. Let's send off... Yeah, send a Black Meteor. What say you? That's fine. Alright, I'll go with... Then my only chance might be burn, but I'll get the Fang. It's a safer thing to do in general. Let's remove the other Red Eyes from the deck, so we don't draw it with Allure. Okay, what are the chances of them using... Let's activate it now. So I can avoid a Bestial if I store this out now. Here's Red-Eyes. Here's Meteor. Now they have something to stop it. They're going to do it right now. So there's no stopping this Dark Magician. They banish whatever they please. It's Red-Eyes. It looks like I'm just going to have to banish my other Red-Eyes. More cards, please, and okay. You're laughing at me. Let's battle it out. Now I gotta get rid of Karibo. Just gonna equip this as soon as possible. Because they're gonna find some way to banish either Black Meteor or Fang with Chain. Well, sure, you can bond over there. No, not yet. Well, let's just hope that they wanted this Dark Magician girl. It looks like it's still gonna resolve. They had a dragon. Not like I could have stolen it. Oh, they're... Oh, Magician Knight of Dragon Magic. Only thing that could have saved me from this circle was Slash Dragon. Okay, 1,000. Alright, show me the card. This is Black Flare. So, I want to just when your monster destroys an opponent's monster, inflict the damage. Yeah. Oh yeah, I gotta activate this first. Almost forgot about right hand. It's Fuse. That's Dark Murdering Magic. Remember that? Gonna make Slash Dragon. There's one Gearfried in here, just for fun. I drew the Red-Eyes already. Here's Slash Dragon. There's nothing that's Dark Magician in there. Should be fine when it comes to that. Can I just destroy this? Is that not going to be a problem? Card destroyed, supposed to summon one Dark Magician and one Gaia the Dragon Champion from the deck. Or extra deck. You know, I don't think I'm afraid of that. Beat you by 100. Now when you summon, okay, apparently you don't have Gaia. Because that would stop you. Alright. Slash Dragon, you're my only lifeline here. Just hold out. What could this... It's a... That doesn't target, does it? It does target. I'm still in trouble. Because they're going to bring back Dark Magician. And then I lose anyway. But hey, it died. Isn't it great? There's a synchro monster that ignores tuners. Oh well. It's fair play in the end. Guess I should be more careful. Because of all the decks, they can just use a Chaos Angel. Oh, and about what this deck was good at. It's good at making Flare Metal Dragon. Because with the field spell, I'm able to use Malefic. I'm also able to normal summon Black Flare while that field spell is around. So getting level 7s is incredibly simple. Black Meteor. Right. Black Meteor and Silver's Cry by themselves is just a Flare Metal Dragon. And yes, I do see the horrible situation I am very rapidly spiraling down towards. But I do have Piercing the Darkness. Which, you know, Gemini monsters, they're normal when they're summoned. Get to draw cards, get your attack boosted. Though I'm not very set up to use it. Maybe Darkhold can get me out of this. Maybe. It would bring a lot of stuff back. But then they wouldn't have as much to link with IP on my turn. Beginning to think they're going a bit too far. Was that really necessary? Get Heat Soul here. I did draw the Darkhold. Life is cruel. that is ridiculous. Okay. So now I have still 5 cards going second. And that was my only idea of how this could go. Gotta go for a different... No, there's nothing here for me. I'll lose next turn. Absolutely. There's no other No other possibility. See, I hope something really weird happens to save me. So let's battle that Fenrir. If we take the least amount of damage from it. We're definitely going to get our Red-Eyes card. Man, I just need a Red-Eyes monster on the field. There's nothing. I can't summon this without it going away. This is going to... Oh, wait. They have a field spell. Okay. To a Fang with Chain. That was a complete waste. Because I could have just summoned this. Because it's an intrinsic summon. I could have destroyed Fenrir. I was just haven't been able to pay attention to Yeah, I should have gone Spirit. Now I think about it. Oh, it's so ridiculous. My only card left. And it's gone. Nah, I don't need to see it. But there was a way. But not really. Because Briefing Princess would have still destroyed it. There wasn't a way. Maybe if I win the coin flip one of these days. It is time for my first real win tonight. I'm very delighted that I get the Claw of Hermos and Black Metal Dragon in the same hand. So you're gonna see why. Summon this. Claw of Hermos. Gonna make Black Dragon's Sword. Using the Black Metal Dragon. It's level 7. It can't target anything because there's nothing there. And a search. What am I searching? Oh, well, one of these, of course. We got a problem? Yeah, I thought not. Rise to the Grave. That makes 2 level 7s. Flare, Metal, Dragon. Not sure what they could have activated. Because they didn't do it. That's all from me. I got 500 burn per card effect and a breakthrough skill. See how far it gets me. Oh, it gets me nowhere. I could summon Red-Eyes. But then they could Talents. I'm just gonna let it slide. Maybe this breakthrough skill will allow him to survive. I don't think I can let this happen. I have to stop this. It's called Terror Top. How can I not be afraid of this? Dark metal is... Stop asking. Okay. They're giving me... Yes. They gave me... of fire. And there's a destruction. Put this back on auto. Now that our metal's gone. And then that's... This won't be this way. This can't be this way. Gotta just try a bit harder. And maybe not draw 2 black flares when I can use them. I am now on a going first streak. Though it hardly helps. If I can make it the next turn, and that's gonna be real nice. Can't make me discard these. Maybe they can. The best I can do is just protect myself with this. Clyde, I need you to understand my situation here. That depends on how much they put down. Oh, what? It's okay. You can't make me discard them. You shouldn't have been able to. But you did it with 2 catalyst fields. There's only 1 more now. And the only good thing I can think of is to activate black metal. Equipping it here. Is that negating it? This is... It's very sad. Dark Hole could have taken care of this thing right away. But it didn't get the chance to. Enough soul. Fusion. Which I can still activate because I set instead of summoning. Fuse this. With this. I have like Comet. Get your entrance with some burn. I think I might as well send this, because if I get rid of the Red-Eyes, then I have nothing to summon that Malefic with. He took 1,200 damage. Uh-huh. If this card is targeted for an attack, so I don't trust that. There's something going on right there. I'm just gonna do my burn thing. Hope we don't have another Dark Horizon. You can summon just about anything. You know, probably is probably a magic cylinder. Well. Okay, you're gonna send some spell traps. It was a mirror force. Not worried about that. If they do that, I can't get Archfiend Lightning. Get a Black Flare out here. Defense, sure. I got a Black Meteor in there. I have 2 Black Meteors, actually. So, yeah, I'll use a turn to Red-Eyes. I had to put them in the zones for Anima. But what are the chances? So I filled up every zone. Right, Dark Magician himself. That. is something. Is it quintet? I mean, they did use 5. It is quintet. All cards that I control. I mean, Soul can activate. It's gonna... The card's gonna be destroyed anyway, though. But I can do it anyway. Send someone I don't need. Who would I really not want to draw? It could be any one of these. Summon that. Add a Red-Eyes Fusion next turn. Whatever that does for me. That's 4,500 attack. You know what would be really good? You know what would be fantastic? Red-Eyes Burn. If I somehow draw that. Alright, let's see it. I mean, that can get me Red-Eyes Burn. I can't survive another attack. So this is when this thing is summoned? I have to risk it. I have to not fuse. And just set this Black Metal Dragon instead. Maybe they won't summon anything else. That card is fine. As long as it doesn't destroy Comet immediately. Search that. Can it be targeted? Not be attributed, not use fusion material, also cannot be destroyed by card effects. Okay. So it doesn't have to be burned then. Burn will definitely slow them down. I mean, I'd lose 2 if I use burn. Yeah, I'm just gonna go for the win. I win if I can steal it. This is all assuming there's nothing dastardly face down. So let's fuse. I'll make Slash. Mix things up a little. I like the burn damage would win. Red-Eyes Slash Dragon. Last hope I have. I'll set that too. Throw them off. Immediately. I just use it immediately. I lose if I can't do anything about this. Oh, no, it wasn't anything they can do. There's gonna be some card effect if your spellcaster's targeted by an effect, negate it. No. One Fang with Chain to turn that all around. But what does this have to do with Red-Eye's Gemini monsters? Victory by effect damage only? I couldn't have declared an attack. It would have been a bad idea. My streak of going first is now over. Not like I could have done much with this, but I can't say I have an opinion on this. I have a vague memory of making a really big mistake against a Sioux ship deck before. Too bad I can't remember it right now. Oh, wait, am I about to lose to... Is that the card? And whenever you see these Utopia cards, I don't think that's the one. Thinking that you gain life points, your opponent takes damage equal to it, that kind of thing. So if it battles, we're gonna activate effects. It already has 5,000 attack. So should I just... Dark Hole? Maybe it's just Insight. Just to do it. How about that? Maybe, Yeah, I probably should have sent Red-Eyes in case it didn't go through. But I did it. It's max C. I already had the Fang with Chain. Maybe I should just add Spirit. Yeah, I'm gonna go with Spirit. Set this in Dark Hole. Search out for a Black Meteor. Piercing the Darkness. Yes, the Meteor Cry play. Yes, behold. As I make you draw a lot of cards, I just realized. Well, regardless, I still intend on winning this. That's probably just double or nothing. I can just attack. We have very few options right now. You better make those cards really count. You gotta max 7 card effects. Go ahead. That's an effect. I want that. And I also have another one. So they didn't get what they wanted. Let's wait for the XZ summon. See what we're dealing with. It's Babushka. What does that do for you? Pretty sure when it's in an attack position, it can't be targeted. Okay, so I can target it now. Okay, catch it today. Daily special. One of those. This one looks weird. You can have that one. Get fusion. I believe this game is over. Alright, worked out. It was still just Black Meteor stealing the show, nothing to do with Gemini monsters. Keep going. I was going to find myself going second. This would have been phenomenal. Going first. Oh, this would have been great for Flare Metal. It's too bad. Huh? What? Oh, and you again? This is the best you could come up with? Apparently so. Alright. So right now, monsters cannot be destroyed by battle, which is pretty bad, considering battle is all I got right now. Let's send off our Red-Eyes. Well, they do have some kind of trap face down. The twin something or other that can special summon a black wing dragon. They banish the what they need for it. Trap stun. But you're the only one with a trap here. So, that's fine. Why are you using that now? Just so you can chain to it? Right? There's that thing. Whatever they decide to make. Flagwing Dragon again. We'll take damage from a card effect. Place one black from the counter. Turn. That's not a quick effect, is it? Let's get Red-Eyes. You. Something to matter. Didn't you have to banish, or would it shuffle into the deck? Oh, you're negating its effects, huh? Bring it down to level 6. Well, I also have an idea. I just use this to get another level 7, and... Actually, have I normal summon? I don't think I have I? I just did. It's a Blackstone Legend. I summoned that. Let's not do that. Let's instead make a black flick. I don't know what I'm doing. Why am I doing this so weirdly? This thing's banish effect is only on summoning. Sure of that. Man, I should have put you in defense. Anyway. Maybe I should keep the Red-Eyes in my hand. How much attack are we getting? 1,000 for each dragon. Or no, 500 for each dragon, 1,000. Let's do it. To me. I'm selfish about this. I can't destroy them, but I can do as much damage as possible. to them. 4,000. That's one card face down. We're just gonna end it. And hopefully Black Meteor does not get attacked over by something with 10,000 attack. Okay. So our attack is going to be lowered a bit. Oh, I forgot about that. I can negate its effect. Ooh. Ooh, but, Huh. Yeah. Of course. Of course you did. Negate that. Still take 500 damage for it. That's my consolation. With her dying breath. You're still attacking Flare Metal. There's no way you don't attack Flare Metal. Now, why would you... They really wanted that damage, huh? So I'm about to be able to make comment. I believe so. I mean, no, it's not me, is there? Let's not use that yet. Maybe I should use it. Hold on. So the max I can do is 1250, and an attack over that would be... It's probably my only chance to get any damage. Like, can I negate this to Thing's effect? I'm gonna hope that worked. This and this. For a Meteor Black Comet. I can force them to take all this damage. Should I destroy this? Really? I guess it doesn't matter that much. So if it gets destroyed, it does get destroyed. And then pass it over. They're not going to be destructible by battle anymore. Just hope I made the right decision right there. Half, huh? What, no synchro summon? That's quite a bit. How about Comet? Get me... Ooh, this could work. This Archfiend. They just thought about attacking. Maybe they thought all my monsters would get half their attack. If there couldn't have been a more perfect card. No piercing damage. See what you're going for. Let's get rid of all those cards. Archfiend, go ahead. That's a win for the Gemini monsters. And a win over Chaos Angel. I couldn't ask for any better therapy. And a rank up. Yeah, everything's great again. That's all the time that the Geminis are going to get. Now, an overview, just to get that all in one place. Rise by Dragon. It's the best card in the game, so of course I'm going to be playing it. Blackstone Legend, that's going to summon any of the Red Eyes monsters in this deck, since they're all level 7 or lower. Well, except for one of them. Black Metal Dragon. So good that it's used in other dragon decks. Just any Red Eyes card from the deck. So that's real good. And goes well with Gearfried, who along with going with Black Metal very well. It's also used for Slash Dragon. First Gemini monster here, Archfiend of Lightning. As shown, does very well at wiping the field of monsters. Which I would call it the second best of the three. Which, unfortunately, leads us to Impact, who protects other Red Eyes monsters from battle or card effects. Well, destruction, that is. Which in this game, it's definitely better to be on the offensive. So its effect isn't too good. And to make things worse for it, the next card up is Black Meteor Dragon, who is so good that it just overshadows Impact in every way, which is sad. In fact, that is the reason why this deck even came to be. Because we look at Black Comet, which now we can get a really close look. You can see that Impact's face is the chest piece of Comet. So that would make Impact the true fusion material. But just Black Meteor, it's a level 7. It can be your level 6 for the fusion. It gets Red Eyes fusion from deck or graveyard. Really, this deck was just made to let Impact have a bit more impact in the deck. Let's go on to another lesser used Red Eyes card, Malefic, which, like any great monster, all of its effect is restrictions. But it can be summoned with the field spell, and it's another level 7, so it's in here. Black Flare. This, of course, will be left as the best Gemini, because it's level 7. So, of course, that's going to pair well with the rest of the Red Eyes. And then its effect is... that's a lot of burn damage. 2,400. It's too bad it can only inflict its original attack. So That's a big chunk to lose for having this attack even a defense position monster. Soul, special summon any Red-Eyes monster from the deck, except for one. Also, that burn damage, once again, really good. Up to 3,500. This card I discard from my hand. Allure of Darkness. Choosing this over cards with the red stone, since two of the Gemini monsters are level 6s, so they actually cannot be used with stone. This, if it gets negated, you don't lose anything. So I can go right into a Red-Eyes Fusion if it does get stopped. Which, speaking of Red-Eyes Fusion, if we take a really close look, you can see the monsters on here. Maybe familiar? This dragon, it's got 2 sets of eyes, it's got 2 sets of wings, and has this wobbly effect on its wings and tail. And then this here, this demon, it's also got 2 sets of red eyes. Of course, since I'm bringing it up, Black Flare, it's got 2 sets of eyes, 2 sets of wings. That wobbly effect turns out to be flames. And then the only one that meets the description of that demon is Archfiend Lightning. So, same general shape, 2 sets of eyes. Which I must say, those two have to be the worst representation of what Red-Eyes Fusion does. Because it fuses from the deck. That's the drawing point to it. And the only thing that these 2 monsters can be combined into is Archfiend Black Skull, who wants a Archfiend normal monster and a Red-Eyes normal monster. Gemini monsters are not normal monsters in the deck. So therefore, in order to fuse using Red-Eyes Fusion in this way, you would have to summon Black Flare and Archfiend Lightning, wait until the next turn, actually your next turn, then you can fuse these 2 together, and they'll make a Black Skull. That's a load of effort. That's why everyone just uses Red Eyes and Summon Skull to make this thing. Going to Hermos. So this is another level 7. I believe I showed that as well. Because, sword. If there's no other monsters around, it can't target anything to equip, because that's a mandatory equip. So it can be level 7 when there's nothing else on the field. But even if there is something else on the field, you can give yourself a really substantial attack boost. And we also got Hermos Cannon, because Gearfried's here. And it's a really interestingly worded effect, isn't it? Insight, Search and Send, Synthesis, no Chemi Critters, so it's just for getting Catalyst Field, who makes any Gemini monster normal summonable. An additional summon, so long as one of those summons is of a Gemini monster. And its destruction effect, which, even if this card is destroyed, will still bring back the Gemini monster at the end of the opponent's next turn. So there's no way to stop that. The Gemini monster will return. And of course it returns without its effect. Now, Pierce in the Darkness. Once again, Gemini monsters. When they're summoned, they're normal monsters, so they gain this effect to get a card drawn. And then also, while they remain as normal monsters, they will get the attack boost. But when it comes to the fusion summon monsters, if Red-Eyes Fusion is used, and you use Black Flare and Impact to make Meteor Black Comet, it will not get the attack boost, because Gemini monsters are not normal monsters in the deck. You have to use one from the field. Although if Black Flare is on the field and is used for an overlay of Flare Metal Dragon, it will get the boost. Just make sure of that. Oh yeah, and one more thing to add on to this. An attack redeclare is not the same as an attack declaration. So if you summon something after the opponent is attacks and then they get their redeclare, there will be no boost. You got just learn that the hard way. Surface Cry. This could easily be Return of the Dragon Lords, but just I prefer the quick effect, since it keeps anything from interrupting Red-Eyes being brought back from the grave. Breakthrough skill. Negate trap. Of course, there's the more popular one, but I just prefer this. Banish it from the graveyard, and you get another negate on your turn. The Spirit, Spring Red-Eyes monster. Burn. It's a really nasty surprise for the opponent, just when they think the burn damage is over. Fango Chain, steal an opponent's monster. And then Return of the Red-Eyes, which must have been made around the Gemini monster era, since you can bring back normal monsters so long as you have a Red-Eyes on the field. Alright, extra. Been through these. Slash Dragon, just here because Gearfried's here, so may as well. It's always good to have that target negate. Meteor Black Comet. You can say this is the best card to make with Rise Fusion, because it really fits the theme of the deck. Because level 7 Rise monster, that could be Black Flare. Level 6 Dragon, that could be Impact. And then with the effect, Archfiend can be sent off with that. So it can include all 3 Gemini monsters with its summon. And then bring one back when it gets sent from the monster zone. Just a huge contrast to Black Skull, who I believe was the first fusion monster made for Red-Eyes after Red-Eyes Fusion was released. And then it doesn't even synergize well with it. But who does have good synergy as well is Flare Metal, which I've said before. We've got all sorts of ways to make level 7s. And this is just the ultimate deterrent for your opponent's turn. Because you can't just have this thing around. You have to get rid of it before it can cause major damage. Because it cannot be destroyed by card effects. So you pretty much have to use an alternative method. Which, I mean, there's plenty, but not everyone's prepared for that. Especially with this deck having all this potential to make multiple Flare Metal Dragons. In fact, there is a hand that can make 3 Metal Dragons on the first turn. If I can remember right now, it's Silver's Cry, Black Meteor, Malefic, Black Flare, and Catalyst Field. And then any other card that can get those cards in the hand. That should be 3 Flare Metals all in one turn. That will end the overview. This deck, I enjoy it. The eclectic abilities of the Gemini monsters, the ease of access for Flare Metal, and the way that the synergies in this deck just come together to take down some opponents that this deck really has no right to beat. So that being said, this deck has had some of the worst hands I've ever seen in this game. And the Flare Metal Dragon is kind of a big reliance for this deck. It has to get out one or two to dissuade the opponent from just immediately winning. As seen from that Salmangrade game. Because they drew that infinite impermanence, Flare Metal Dragon was just shut off immediately. There's nothing I could have done about that. Sometimes you gotta go a different way. A different way to find those gems. Although maybe you don't really want to find these types of gems. Those hands are really bad. Gemini monsters. Flawed, yes. But they have potential in my red eyes.